Yay!
Fantastic. You've just been on stage now. You just performed with Heatherly's and the band, and your new band as well. You whipped them off into quite a creamy froth out there, I must say. Did you enjoy it?
That is honestly the most awesome gig I've ever done. The band's quite new, so they're all professionals and all of that, so we've played some smaller spaces, but that was absolutely awesome.
You were tight as a band. I think that's the common moniker to use, isn't it? You were tight as a band on stage.
I know,
Did you feel it?
Yeah, well, it's weird because they're all professionals and they all work with other people. We don't do all like hundreds of rehearsals. They go away and we rehearse separately and then we come together and it's just about listening. That's it. All we ever do before we go on and say we listen to each other and that seems to be what happens. But yeah, it felt really good. It didn't sound so great on stage. It never does. But the feedback I've had was that it was okay. And I'm developing a sound all the time. So when people say, what did you sound like or whatever, it depends on the musicians that I bring in. But definitely the three girls, Kelly, Lisa, and Sarah, I'm sticking with because it's taking it down a bit of a rockier route than I thought. But.
And obviously the crowd went wild for you as well. Have you got quite a loyal fan base there, especially in Manchester?
I do have a loyal fan base. Like a lot of people come back to the gigs, but what was great, and it's predominantly women, it's predominantly gay women because of lip service and all of that. What was great was that it was introduced to a different audience. That there was a lot of guys out there today, and they won't have known my stuff, they won't know my songs, but I could tell that they seemed to enjoy it. So it was a great opportunity to play at Manchester Pride. It really was.
They certainly enjoyed it. They really did. Tell us about some of the songs you performed there.
They're all quite dark. The album is going to be called Sabotage, and it's about it's kind of about a 2-year period where things were not going my way. So I've been an actress for 15 years. I've been very lucky. I've been very successful, and then I had a little 2-year lull. Where work wasn't happening and I got myself in a bit of a mess and I was in a bad relationship, and basically that's the songs. They're quite dark. They're kind of a diary of what went on. So yeah, we're doing the album. It'll be out in March. I don't know what happens when you get really happy because I'm really happy right now. Does that mean I'm just going to write a load of old tosh?
No, I don't think so at all. Not at all. I'm the same. I keep saying to people, if I go down again, it's bipolar. Just put me in the Kerry Katona. Manchester Pride, obviously very important to you. We saw you last year on the women's stage in Sackville Gardens, and now you've made it on the big stage.
It's Manchester's life-wise the biggest thing that ever happened to me, because when I left home at 17, I came and I was at drama school here. I was straight. I had a ringlet perm. I'll talk about that. I had a boyfriend called Philip, and then when I left Manchester, I was gay. I'd had my hair cut short. But seriously, Manchester was the start of everything for me. It's where I discovered myself. It's where I ventured out on this road that I've been on for the last 15 years, and it was also where I started the music professionally. I mean, I've played guitar and piano since I was kind of 6-7 years old, but I had a 3-year residency at Velvet here. So yeah, it's coming back here and having the opportunity. Jackie Crosey's given me the opportunity to be patrons, just like fantastic, because it means so. Even though I live in Brighton, like Manchester Pride means the most to me.
You got Lip Service. The second series is coming out. Is it this autumn or next year?
I think it's going to be March. It's going to be March. The timescale on it. It should have been out at the same time as it was last year, but they've had to hold it back a little bit. We went into production a little bit late. But it's all in the can. It's way more exciting than the first series.
Filthier.
Is it filthier? Could it get any more filthier? It basically, like with any new series, you spend the first 3 episodes going, this person doesn't like that person. It's exposition. You basically spend 3 hours of TV working out the relationship. So coming into a second series, everybody knows who likes who doesn't like who, so you can really get down to the nitty-gritty. Cool. It's a really strong series.
A busy spring for you because the album's out in spring as well.
Yep, absolutely. And we're planning on going out to America as well, which would be quite cool. Yeah.
Now, finally, a message for everyone at Pride, all your fans out there and all the Pride goers. Straight down the barrel.
A message for everyone at Pride. I hope you've had as fantastic a weekend as I have. It's the 21st birthday extravaganza. Thank you for being there to support myself, and thank you to everyone at Manchester Pride for allowing me. I feel so honoured to have played the main stage. So, cheers.